Hello everybody. I think you are doing well at home. You are studying well. Okay, you study well. So today we are starting a new chapter, that is class 9. Session 9. Session 9, chapter 8, class 12. This is the chapter 8 of class 12, geography, that is transport and the communication. Okay. So first thing, what is the meaning of transport? First question come. What is transport? So what is transport? Just simple meaning. That is the movement of people from place to place. Movement of people from place to place. Okay. Even through animals, even through any other materials, even through any other mode, that is called transport. So next is that, what is network? What is network? Network means what? Just connecting one place to the another. Okay, just moving from one place to another. That is connecting. That is called a network. Suppose this is one place, this is one place, this is one place, this is one place. These networks are, these places are connecting. Okay, this is called what? Network. So just in simple mean, for any service, for any purpose, just connecting the places. That is called the network. Okay, connecting the different places by a route. Okay, that is called the network. So simply here we will study what are the different types of transport communication, what are the different types of network. Okay. So what are the different types of transport? Types, here types of transport. Jatayator bhag bilak ki ki ami pohim yate jatayator bhag bilak ki ki. Jatayat. Okay. Okay. So first one is the land transport. Land transport means just through the land, because we know that in the earlier days we use palanquins. You know palanquins. Palanquins means palkis. What is that palkis? Palkis actually that marriage ceremony was going through the palkis. So bride was taken through the palki from bride's home to that bridegroom's home. So like that, dora ghor koinak, dora ghor pra ki dora ghor koinak ghor pra dora ghor koinak ki hone palki liye. Okay, so that is land transport. Again we use the animals. Animals generally we can see mules. But mules bilak kior use kore in the rural areas generally to carry the cargos. Generally gadho bilak ami use koru agote jibilak. Okay, so there is simply in the cold areas dogs we use. Again horses we use. So British merchant generally use horses use. Okay, so this first public transport, one thing we have to remember. First public transport means land transport, first opened in 1825. Kor open korisile between okay, first start korisile first between Stockholm and Darlington in England. First public transport in 1825. Okay, you please be remember this is 1825. Okay, after that 1826 Underwood Treaty was there. So under rail transport, what are the transportation will come? First thing will come roadways. Next thing will come, first thing will come road. Next thing will come railways. Okay. So actually railways first time, to use the different parts of the continents and countries. Like, okay, first going for the railway. To proceed before the railway, we will discuss about the roads. I mean, first time roads to discuss for you. What are the different types of roads? Here actually we know that different types of roads, but generally we have seen in the village areas and the urban area generally two types of roads is there. One is metal, another is the unmetalled. Okay, eta metal thakibo, eta unmetalled thakibo. Situ barikar dinot borukhunot amar jabole bahut subida. Aru metalor dinot kono kotha nai, barikha borukhun je nohok ami jabo paru. Okay, so first thing is the metal. Next is the unmetalled. Okay. So metal, unmetalled. Actually, earlier days, generally people used to walk from one place to the another, to the distant places. They were going through by their foots. Okay. At that time, actually there was no any mode of communication. So it took so much time, long distance, hours to hours, day and night, like that. So nowadays, during this COVID-19 pandemic, people are again walking from Gujarat to Assam, again from Mumbai to Chennai, like this, so many. So earlier days is again actually revising. Okay, that condition is coming again. So that's why generally when this combustion engine started, okay, when combustion engine invented, so at that time, from that time again, metal road used for moving of the vehicles. Tetar pura vehicles bila move koribor karone ki korile metal road ami construct korile, mane people bila construct korile. Okay. So horses, animals, like earlier mode of communication asil, but now it is what is there? Only these roads, door to door. And roads gives another important factor, that is door to door service. Door to door service. Door, ami ghor khonmukhode ami kokolo kini bostu pam, right? Ami ghor khonmukhot gari thibo paru, direct ami amar destination point ami jam, gantobya sthanot ami jam, again I will return back. Okay, that is from door to door service. But railways is not like it. Railways are generally commercial. Okay, roads are also commercial, but railways are more commercial. Generally for long distance we use the railways, and railways are again costly also, and it saves the time. Okay, time consuming is just simple in railways. Railways. But before proceeding railways, we should go for another thing, that is road density. Right, population density. We'll study here road density. What is the road density? Because when we talk about the density, I mean jeta ghanotto, pothor pot ghanotto. Jeta ami ghanottor bikhoye ami alochona koru, teta ami directly sabo lage je eta square kilometer. Eta particular eta square kilometer bitor kiman mane pot thakibo pare. Generally, when we discuss about this population density discuss kore ami ki poisilu just number of populations per square kilometer. Mane one square equal 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer. So in 1 kilometer distance kiman thakibo, kiman mane jonasangkha thakibo. Etu asile jonasangkha ghanotto, population density. But here we'll study roads. Roads means number of roads. Okay, number of roads, kiman roads thakibo. You know, number of roads not within 1 square kilometer, so it should be in 100 square kilometer. Kiman kilometer bitor ami sam 100 square kilometer. In ami jeta pot ghanotto ami measurement korim, teta ki kore je 100 square kilometer bitorot kiman numbers of roads ase, pot ase. Eto hol ki road density. That means number of roads per 100 square kilometer. Okay, concept clear? So after road density, again another concept will come, that is called traffic flow. Traffic flow. What is the traffic flow? So we'll have one practical also in our practical means subject in our practical notebook. So traffic flow means what? Just number of peoples or number of any items, number of vehicles. That means flow from one place to the different places. That means what? I will show you one simple diagram here. আমি এটো গতি মানচিত্ৰ বুলি কম অসমীয়া. Suppose this is one point Guwahati. Earlier Guwahati was written like this, Guwahati, not Guwahati. Now it is Guwahati. Suppose Guwahati to suppose this is a map of Assam. Okay, map of Assam. ये हमारे प्यारे असम. Now it is dividing into different parts. Bodoland, here Assamese land, so many land will come here. Again this part Bengali land will come. It will supposed to be divided. Bodolands are divided. So this is Guwahati. Suppose this is Silchar. Silchar is one of the, that is the only one hill station. Not Silchar, actually Haflong. Near to Silchar. Silchar is the important city in South Assam. Suppose this is Jorhat. Okay. This is Digboi. Here this is up to okay, take it Itanagar, Arunachal Pradesh. Suppose this is up to the Kuch Bihar. Okay, that means what? Guwahati, we know that Guwahati is the gateway of Northeast. Guwahati ki boli koi and Northeast or Gormukh boli koi. So from Guwahati, suppose per day here 10 buses are flowing. Up to Itanagar 5 buses are flowing. Up to Kuch Bihar 15 buses are flowing. Up to Silchar 20 buses are flowing. That means what? 20 buses, so many people will flow. Here 15 buses, so many people will flow. Here up to Jorhat, Digboi, up to Arunachal Pradesh, so many people will flow. That means what? From one region, from a particular region, that region will be called as core area. Area to ki boli kobo core area boli kobo. Mane a jagah dokor pora, a place dokor pora, baki bor thailoi kiman traffic flow korise. That is called a traffic flow. Mane kiman jonosamagam hoise. That means what? Number of buses or number of peoples from flowing from one place to the another, from one place to different places. Not only one place, one or more than two. That is called a traffic flow. So this is a simple thing. When the question will come, what is the traffic flow? Traffic flow means just flow of the people from one particular region to the different regions. Okay, suppose this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Okay, so up to different area it will be flow. That is called the traffic flow. Okay, when we are discussing the roads, we will discuss here about the highways. We will discuss here highways. Highways. Jito amar Rashtriyo Ghaipot. Amar Ahom Ajadi kuntu Rashtriyo Ghaipot goise 37 nong Ghaipot, 37 number. Which is the longest highway? Longest highway, national highway NH. That is NH 7. Okay, that is the longest highway. So in India, that is connecting Varanasi to Kanyakumari. Varanasi to Kanyakumari. Okay, that is the longest in India. This is in India. But we will study when we are studying human geography. Ami jehetu manav bhugol pohi asu gote bishwar kotike ami bishwar bakibur thairo kotha ami patim kotha patim. Okay. Next is okay. Some points is there. That is in North America generally has the highest density of road. North America has the highest density. So in different highways, we'll see different highways. So many highways are there. Okay. Number 1, Trans-Canadian Highway. Have you heard about this Trans-Canadian Highway? Trans-Canadian Highway connecting Vancouver to St. John City. Okay, in Newfoundland. So Trans-Canadian Highway, it is connecting Vancouver to John City, ST John City in the Newfoundland. Where is Newfoundland? Newfoundland is in Canada. Okay. This is the Pan American Highway. It is connecting USA, Central America to South America. Okay. The next is the transcontinental Stewart Highway. Okay, so it is connecting Darwin, Melbourne, Tennant Creek, and Alice Springs, Australia. So Pan American Highway, USA Central America, it is connecting south up to South America. Transcontinental, sorry, US, this is of South America, this is Canada. Actually, this Pan American Highway is not coming to the South America. It is from Central America, USA, and the Canada. Transcontinental Stewart Highway, Darwin, Melbourne, Tennant Creek, Alice Springs, in Australia. Next is the Moscow-Vladivostok Highway in Russia. Again in India purpose, you can see, okay, in Africa, discuss about in Africa. Algeria, Guinea, again another highway is there in Africa, Algeria, Guinea, Cairo to Cape Town. Okay, so in India purpose, we can discuss about the Golden Quadrilateral. Golden Quadrilateral. You know quadrilateral, golden. Quadrilateral means this things. This is called the quadrilateral. Okay. Okay. This is quadrilateral. That means what? In India, suppose some main cities are there. First one is the Delhi. It is starting from Delhi. From Delhi to Kolkata. Okay, Kolkata to Hyderabad. Hyderabad to Chennai. Chennai to Bangalore. Bangalore to Mumbai. Mumbai to Delhi. Okay, so this is Golden Quadrilateral. This is called ZQ. That means Golden Quadrilateral. Actually, it is under construction. Delhi to Kolkata, Kolkata to Hyderabad, Hyderabad to Chennai, Chennai to Bangalore, Bangalore to Mumbai, Mumbai to Delhi. That means this whole system is like a quadrilateral. Okay, that's why it is called the Golden Quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is na dekhibole ki karone Golden Quadrilateral boli koy. Aru mukho jibila kamar cities ase Delhi, Kolkata, Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, Mumbai ekini connect korise. Okay, in India. And from Varanasi we have already discussed. From Varanasi to Kanyakumari, NS7 already. The national highway number 1, national highway number 2. So many national highways are there in India. So longest is national highway 7. Okay, road density we have discussed. Now we discuss regarding railways. Okay, so railways we know that is the longest network system. So around 15 lakhs employees are there in India. Railway is the second largest, that is the public sector company. after oil. So in India, India's railway system, I think this is a second, third largest railway system in India, railway network in the world after Russia and the USA. Okay, but railways are, if we see the classification, I'm usually some railway classification. Classification we carry for it. First one is the broad gauge. Broad gauge meter to kiman thakibo 1.5 meter. That is broad gauge. Agone ase. Okay. Now it is broad gauge. Okay. Then that is what standard. One another form was there. Standard, a little bit lower than the broad gauge. Standard form. Standard gauge. You can tell it standard gauge. That is 1.44 meter. And another one is the meter gauge. Meter gauge is only 1 meter. Only 1 meter. Earlier 1 meter was there. Now it is broad gauge scale. Okay. So these are actually classification of the railway system. So regarding these commuter trains, is a very popular in UK, USA and Japan and India. We can see in India, in Kolkata, in Hyderabad, in Mumbai, commuter trains we can see. Okay. Then there are near about 30 lakhs kilometer for traffic in the world. Commuter trains again available in UK, USA, Japan and India. There are 13 lakh kilometer for traffic in the world. There's 13 lakh kilometer railway network for the traffic in the world. Then we'll see. Now we'll see what are the different kilometers, means what are the different railway density in different countries. Okay. Europe has the 4 lakhs 40,000 kilometer of the railway. Then Belgium has the highest density. That is 1 kilometer every 6.5 square kilometer area. Okay. So with this important rail heads, means to where the rail heads means where the headquarters are. Important means rail network. Those countries generally UK, Paris, Brussels is in Belgium, then Milan, then Berlin is in Germany. Okay, then Warsaw is in Portugal. Okay. Again, another underground railway is here. Underground railways generally they are connecting Paris to London. Okay, so it is actually constructed. Actually, this chapter is database, so we have to remember what are the different networks and the communication in different countries. Okay, simple. Beleg countries, beleg network communication ki thakibo pare. Ami just hetu simply ami hetu mon rakhile hol. Baki for me man important no. So Russia has a 90% of its network under railway among all the networks. This is actually mainly under, okay, mainly under public sector. Generally, private sector railway is also there, but in Canada, transcontinental railway is mainly public sector. What is the transcontinental railway? Transcontinental railway generally does railways connecting the two ends of the continent. Suppose this is whole is North America. Okay, this is the western part. This is the eastern part. Suppose if North America, it is western part, it is eastern part. So west is jete connect koribo, okay, from west to east. That is called transcontinental. That means it will join the two end of the continent. That is called transcontinental. Okay. So Australia has a 40,000 km of the railways connecting New South Wales, Melbourne, Sydney to Canberra. Canberra is the capital city of Australia. This is Canberra. We know. Again in South America, railways are connecting from Buenos Aires. What is Buenos Aires? Buenos Aires is the capital of Argentina. Okay. So Buenos Aires grassland. What are the different types of grassland found here? Pampas. So in Argentina we found the Pampas type of grassland. Buenos Aires to the Chile. Chile, what country is there? Chile to the coffee growing region of Brazil. Brazil. Okay. So in South America, Buenos Aires, Chile, Pampas, coffee growing region of Brazil. Because we know Brazil is famous for the coffee. for Africa. In Africa, how many? Again 40,000, around 40,000 kilometers of the railway. We'll see important railway, Benguela Railway. Because we know Benguela current blows in the coast of the Africa. আমি শুনিছো Benguela current, Benguela কোটটো কোট blow হয় Africa. So Benguela Railway connecting Katanga region. Do you know why Katanga region is famous? Katanga region is famous for copper. We have already discussed Katanga. Katanga is a place in Zambia. So Katanga region is famous for copper. So this Benguela Railway connecting Angola to Zambia. Region of the Katanga copper belt. Again, another way is here Tanzania to Dar es Salaam coast, because this actually Salaam coast is very rich in the mining of coal and mining of, sometimes there is mining of diamond is also there. So actually copper, mica, iron ore, these are actually famous for all these minerals. So that's why generally in Africa railways are used for only for transportation of the minerals from raw materials areas to the industrial area. Means what we do thakibo taloi kesa samogri jibila khai thakibo tar pora ami udyogik sthanole ami ki kore railway transportation kore. Okay, next is the Botswana, Zimbabwe to South Africa.